with you, I know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heartbeat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I don't need another love. Yeah. We do this every day. We do this love for life. You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine. But I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome in for another night of the Clubhouse Chaotic Chat. It's our Sunday night extravaganza every Sunday night, 6 o'clock Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific, where we sit down and get to know some amazing people in the community, from content creators to content initiators to content protectors to just those who love watching content. We get them all here right on the Triple C Show, and I'm excited for another great one tonight. We will be joined by Miss Angela Minter, who will be handling the chat tonight and welcoming everybody in and saying hello and making sure that we know we've got everybody intact tonight. Miss Stephanie Kiel is in-house, ready to ask some great questions and bring the magic with her. Tina Marie is ready to go from that upper northeast. She keeps spreading all the cold air on top of us. We're having fits. We want to get warmer here. Wait, don't shake your head. No, it's coming from Canada, and that's your way. You're kind of like Boston Canadian, you know. And then Jen will be coming from the west coast of Ohio. That's the west coast. She covers all the west coast because that's as far as we go. It's going to be a good time. And we'll talk about another one of our friends in just a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Triple C Show. It is a show that is approaching 100 shows this coming summer, early summer here. We welcome you in. Hit that like, hit that sub, hit that comment button. You can chat in the comments if you're live with us. If you're watching on the replay, hey, comment on the video. We'd love for you to do that tonight. We're excited about tonight. It's going to be time. First, let me say hello to the ladies. Hello. If she's coming from the west coast of Ohio, you're definitely Canadian in Boston.
There's nothing Canadian about me.
Okay, I'm just saying. So that makes it makes Angela's now covering the South.
I'll own it.
Yeah, you'll own it. Okay. Welcome in, ladies. It's good to see you. Our guest backstage is going to be a blast. We got to talk with her for a few minutes before the stream started. She was sharing with us a couple things that she's going to show to everybody, and the ladies' eyes lit up with excitement. I could see it. So I'm really excited tonight. It's not often that we get to sit here on our Triple C Show and talk with someone kind of like you guys did on a previous week when you talked with Spaceship Ears, and the names that are coming out are Bob Gurr, you know, and people like that. And with our guest tonight, we're talking about Michael Eisner, maybe a Disney name. It's going to be pretty cool. So everybody get your coffee, get your peanuts, get your soda. For me, I got a bottle of Mucinex that I'm drinking like it's Coke, and we're going to have some fun here tonight. One piece of seriousness before we get going here, ladies, and we want to share with the public is I want to do a personal thank you to Miss Sammy D. This afternoon, I talked with Sammy D, and she is regretfully going to step back from the show. And the reason being is personal. She's got a lot going on in her life. We know she's a new mom. As we mentioned a couple weeks ago, they've had some passings in the family. So I would ask everybody just to keep Sammy in their thoughts, and she's going to take a step back from the channel. We are grateful for her time with us. We never say never. You never close the door and say that someone's never going to come back, because we don't do that here on the channel. But for the time being, it's going to be these four ladies crushing it with us and killing it and having some fun. And I want to just send, on behalf of all the ladies here, a heartfelt thank you to Sammy D. She's an amazing. And if you don't know, there's her logo. We want to put it up there one more time for love. We appreciate you, Miss Sammy D. All right, Tina, how's things in Canada?
This is the thing now, isn't it? I'm never going to get away from it. Listen, things are great in upstate New York.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're cold, but it's going to hit the 50s this week, and I'm ready for it. So.
And there's your weather forecast from Canada, New York. How's things in the west coast of the country, Jen?
West Coast is doing good. Doing good. We got a little bit of a coating of snow here on the west side of whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's good. I think our temperatures are supposed to get up a little bit this week too. I think it's gonna be like a roller coaster, like up and down each day. It's gonna be kind of crazy. So yeah, surviving here on the West Coast.
Surviving there. Miss Minter, how are things on the beaches in the South?
We're a little cold and chilly today, but we're hitting that point where we'll start having our ups and downs with the temperatures. So it's supposed to get nicer for a few days, and then a cold another day, and then
Okay.
Supposed to get some like really big rain and maybe storms later this week. So
God, I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of this show, could you go to get me McDonald's? Well, she's close enough. If she left now, by the time we say goodbye, I could get fries.
I could send Paul over for you.
That's my version of free fries. I don't have a basketball team to do it. We said Paul. So, Steph, things good with you?
Yes, I agree about the weather. March is like a woman going through menopause. I'm just saying.
And there we go. We're off and running. Welcome to the
hot one moment, cold the next. So.
She's not wrong.
That's not wrong. Well, this show is all about the ladies. The ladies take over. So let's start the takeover and do things right. It gets better when I stop talking. Miss Minter, who do we got here tonight?
Oh, we have with us tonight Zippity Doo Doug, Vicky Gillespie, Stephanie Kiel, Italian, Mary, Debbie Burnfield, Cakes 2112, JC Skipper Bryan, Paula Engel, Jason Thibodeau, Mark Langenkamp, Theo Sam Eagle, A Bouncing Journey, Regina Erie, Daniel Barry Sports, Lila Rose, Izzo's Place, Surfer Girl 326, Maren Memphis, Teresa Squara, Pinot, Disney Magic and Mayhem, Plymouth Rock, Hatbot Ghost, Mr. Binkles Gamer, Ellie. We also have Jeffrey.
Nice.
And Roger Mascаю, and I think I'm all caught up for the moment. Okay. So I will get anybody else who sneaks in on the next round.
We'll get you on the round. We're glad you're here. If you're here tonight, before I go to our recap from last week, which Tina can help me with, make sure you've done a couple things. One, make sure you're subscribed here so you don't miss any future shows. Make sure you're following the Triple C Instagram account. We will have that posted throughout the show. And also our guest is going to have links once we bring our guest in tonight for everything for Park Hop Magic. And you're going to find out about her other channel tonight. Make sure you're following on the YouTube, on the social medias, all that good stuff. Doesn't hurt a thing to click a button. Let's get 100 likes. Tina, we had a great show last week, most likely because I wasn't here.
No comment, but let's talk about last week's show, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Last week's interview, we had the privilege of talking about an incredible father whose love for Disney and all things entertainment runs deep. Mm-hmm. His family's historical ties to Disney and the entertainment industry are truly over the top, making for a fascinating and heartfelt evening chat.
Yeah.
John shared incredible firsthand accounts of pivotal moments in Disney history that he was able to witness himself. Plus, we gain insight into his unique perspective on Disney parks from around the globe, making for a really unforgettable conversation. John spoke in depth about his passion and deep respect for his father, grandfather, and many key figures in Disney history, including legends like Tony Baxter and Jim Henson, just to name a few. His stories and insights truly highlighted the lasting impact these visionaries have had on both his life and the Disney legacy. Last but certainly not least, it was fantastic to hear about John's passion for collecting epic memorabilia. Well, you know what? Epic Epcot memorabilia. Because I want to screw things up even more. Memorabilia and his enthusiasm for sharing that love with others. Plus, his recommendation to try the Dole Whip with parrot-baked coconut rum at the Pineapple Lanai and Disney's Polynesian Resort is definitely one that we won't forget. If you enjoyed our show last week with Spaceship Bears, make sure that you go back, leave a comment, hit that like button if you didn't already. And mods, if you don't mind, if you want to drop the link for last week's show and for all the shows on the Triple C playlist, well, just drop the playlist. Go back and watch them. You won't be disappointed.
Or up near 80. That's a great recap, Tina. Great recap. Mark Langenkamp, 1 year already. Thank you, my friend, for your support. And Mark, if I don't know if I could hire you when Tina gets tongue twisted like that, do you speak Canadian? Could you let me know? I need a translator. So you can help me with
Look,
that.
I have a translator. He's not here. He's not from Canada either.
Jed. Oh, I love it. Jed, I'm going to get me coffee. Jed, let's talk. Marty Bingham, 1999. I have an amazing, wow. First off, he blesses us, and then he speaks beautiful about his wife. That is a guy who I would like to shake his hand. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a real husband, and that's the way to do it. Thank you, Marty, for blessing our channel. And dude, thank you even more for speaking beautiful about your wife. I love that. That just made me smile. Jen, we have another creator this week where we're talking to them, and they have incredible connections. Tell us a little bit about our guest tonight.
Yep, we're going to learn a little bit about that amazing wife here in a few minutes. Our guest tonight is a newer creator in the community, bringing fresh perspectives and exciting content to the scene. Her videos are all about Disney parks, resorts, and everything Disney World, capturing the magic and excitement of the most magical place on earth in a way that fans will love. Her content covers everything from hard copy information and festival highlights to special events like holiday parties, park ambiance, shopping, snacks, and more, all capturing the full Disney World experience. Additionally, our guest is a former Disney feature animation artist. It's just amazing.
I just got goosebumps.
I know.
I just got goosebumps.
I know. It's exciting just to say that. And we'll be sharing some of her incredible experiences working behind the scenes in the world of Disney animation. Joining us in a few minutes is Kelly from Park Hop Magic. We will be diving into her love for Disney parks, her amazing content, and her experiences as a former Disney feature animation artist in just a few minutes. But before we take it back to Pete, we're going to go to Angela to see if we have any new viewers.
Yes, we did have some people that popped in. We'd like to welcome in Gloria Thibodeau, Aaron Herwick, Marty Bingham. Our guest also popped into chat, Park Hop Magic, Dave's Disney Dreams, Dame Dystopia, A.B., and Mackenzie.
Welcome in, everybody. Thank you, Angela, for being on top of that. Key part to our show every week. We're going to do some fun questions. I'm going to remind everybody, if you are brand new, hit that subscribe tonight. These interviews happen weekly with these amazing women, and it is a good time here on Sunday nights to get your weekend kind of closed out a little bit. All right, we try to have some fun here with fun questions each week before we get to our guest, and the ladies in turn will ask those questions to our guest later on in the stream. So let's get to our fun questions this week. Usually these are the questions that I find fun but also get me in trouble, but it's worth it to me to get yelled at after the stream. So we'll start out with Angela. Miss Minter, what color would you like if you had to eat a crayon straight out of the box?
Right, well, normally I wouldn't do this, but if I've got a gun to my head and I have to pick one, I'd probably go with the purple in hopes that it tastes like grape.
There you go. Good choice. That is the perfect color choice. I'm glad we did that. It highlights, just to let Molly's mom know that was the perfect color choice. Just doing that right there. That'll probably get me in trouble too. Steph, what do you think is the worst thing that a person can put on their bio for a dating app?
So, what if this person is from Maryland?
What did Paul put on there that was really stupid? Let me hear about it.
And they were like, I'm into seafood. So they wrote, got crabs?
Oh my God.
Would that be awful? Just saying.
I'm going to get Paul a shirt that says got crabs. That's great. I love it. That's a great answer. That is a fantastic answer. Okay. I love it. All right, Jen, I'm going to use Sully as an example. Because this is a good one. What's one thing that Sully could say that would completely ruin my image if he could talk?
Well, before he can answer that, can you say something to Sully as if you were talking to him right now?
Oh, come on. Don't make me do that.
Please?
Okay.
My answer won't make sense if you don't.
Come here, Sully.
No, that's not it. You know it. That's not what you say.
Come here, Sully. I can't even do it. You're making me do it. I'm
Please
embarrassed. I can't do
ask Sully if he wants a French fry.
Sully, what? Sully, you want a French fry? I can't even do it. You got me so embarrassed. I can't do it. He's not here. I can't do it unless he's here.
Okay, so Sully's response would be, "Stop it already. My voice don't sound like that."
God. I should have never asked this question. I got myself in my own trouble. Tina, that's a good answer. I give you props. That's a good answer. Tina, well, let's stay with the doggy and the styles. If you were a dog, which breed would you want to be?
I have to be good. I have to be good. I have to be good. I'd be a husky. To be a husky, friendly, outgoing, independent, and little mischievous.
They are good dogs, and they've got two different color eyes.
And the blue, a lot of them just got the blue eyes too. And oh my gosh, I love my hazel green eyes, but give me a good set of blue eyes. Beautiful.
Yeah, they are cool dogs. I'll give you that. I've never had a husky, but they are cool dogs. Okay. Well,
I want to know what she was really thinking.
Nope. I will take it to the grave.
No.
Darn it. Can you give a clue?
If you want to know what she was really thinking, go over on Wednesday, whatever it is, and she will gladly tell you.
It's not true.
That was a simple plug for your show.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know you've been excited. There's a lot of people coming in tonight because we've been promoting this lady for a couple weeks. I am so excited when we find new people that love Disney. Now, they're not new to Disney. They just happen to be new to our Disney community as we go out and try to work to meet new people here. When I found this channel, Jen shared it over to me one day and said, hey, check this channel out. And I went over and started looking at some of her blogs and everything. I was like, this is pretty cool. And then I started reading a little bit about her and we got a chance to chat a little bit. And I said, you know what? This is a perfect lady to bring on to the Triple C's and get to meet everybody. And I'm so glad that she's joining us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, coming over from two channels, which we're going to talk about both tonight. But first, we're going to talk to you about Park Hop Magic and everything she do. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Kelly to the stream. Hello. How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We are doing wonderful. We're excited to sit and talk with you. 60 plus people in the chat already to hear about you. Guys, I'm calling out the challenge. Hold on. I got to check something here real quick before I do it. Actually, Tina, you do. Who's got the next question?
Me.
Huh?
Steph.
Me.
Steph got it. Okay, Tina. Give me a number. What Park Hop Magic? Where's she at right now? Can you check that for me?
I'll check it right now.
It'll be quicker for you to do it. I don't want it to be somebody who's next. I'm challenging the chat tonight, guys, as we do our interview, and we're dropping her links in for her social media.
187.
187?
Mm-hmm.
I better see well over 200 people plus following this channel by the time we're done. I'm calling you out for 210. Let's get this young lady up to 210 on her followers. Mandy Mary's dropping in the link. Keep pounding the chat with that link. If you subscribe to her, let us know in the channel. We'll recognize you as we go along. with that, I'm going to turn it over to Stephanie and Jen. They're back to back with the first 2 rounds of questions. Let's have some fun. Miss Kiel?
Let's do. Welcome in to the show tonight, Kelly. We're so happy to have you here.
Well, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. So if you don't mind, if you could please share with us a brief interview about yourself so that viewers tonight can get to know you a little bit better.
All right. Well, I'm Kelly, and I spent 15 years as a storyboard artist at Walt Disney Feature Animation in the 90s, early 2000s. And I'm also a children's book author, and I'm a mom. I'm a Disney fan. I started this channel because I love Disney World, and I'm just hoping to make some friends and share some information and show off the parks.
That's awesome. Thank you. And we are going to dive into a lot of your stuff really soon. I can't wait for you to share it with everybody. I'm so excited. We all have a journeyed story on how we arrived at our Disney YouTube community. Can you share how you came about to join this community?
Sure. Well, I'm a lifelong Disney fan, and even though I left the studio and retired, I still watch all things Disney and care about all things Disney. And during COVID, I found Disney streamers, and I didn't know such a thing existed. And I also found cruising streamers. So I got into watching, Disney live streams and just enjoying that whole experience. I started going back to the parks after COVID as much as I could. I don't live in Florida, so I don't go all that often. And while I was there last summer, I discovered a channel called Daily Fast Pass, and he is a live streamer from the parks. I started watching them. I got to know some of the people in the channel and Tyler and Jackie who run the channel. And at some point, I had my cruising channel going, and at some point, Tyler and Jackie said, "You need a channel for Disney. Why don't you do one?" And my husband had been saying the same thing for months. And that was just kind of a lot of validation. And my new friends were like, "Yeah, do it. Go for it." And so I just put the channel together, and I've made some videos, and I have a lot more content coming. So that's how I got here.
Well, we're so excited to have you in the community and can't wait to see your content and share it out with all our viewers. I'm going to ask Angela if we have had any other folks join us this evening here in the chat.
Yeah, we've actually had quite a number of people pop in. We'd like to welcome in the Curtis family, Goofy Guy, Mike Wazowski, Nico the Greco, Spaceship Ears, Birdwell 2427, Surf Bomb, Allison A, Movie Mania Nick, Katie Y, Nick and Claire, Julie McCowan, Monarch Miracles, and Adrian Carter.
This is a great group showing up tonight here. I love the community coming out and your excitement about this interview tonight. Doug, I'm going to count on you to keep me up to date on Park Hop Magic and their subscriber count. Tina is dropping links in throughout the night for you all to find connections to links for Kelly's books as an author. We're going to talk about them later on in the stream, but they'll be up there all night long. Let's see if we can rock this party and get Park Hop Magic up there around that 215, 220 in the followers, and let her meet some of the amazing people in this community. Angela, where are we going next? Is it Miss Jen's turn, I believe?
It is Miss Jen's turn.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, okay. So, Kelly, tell us, how do you feel about the role that Disney streamers and bloggers play in fostering a sense of community among Disney adults? Do you think they enhance the experience, or can they sometimes shape it in unexpected ways?
I definitely think they enhance the experience. I think, as I said, I didn't find streamers until COVID. So I went a long time just with Disney off as a memory. And now I can turn my TV on anytime and watch a live stream or an old live stream and just be right there at my favorite park, my favorite ride, anytime I want, and just hear the sounds of the park and just remember how much I love it. And I think keeping that presence in your TV by so many different streamers helps people stay connected to that feeling and that joy and that interest in the park and people who talk about the park. So I think it's all good. I do think they can enhance it for sure. And I do think they can shape it in unexpected ways as well, because a lot of people will show you things you overlooked, you never tried before, and now you want to go try them the next time you're there. You can learn a lot about the parks, even if you've already been there a lot of times. So, I think it's all good.
Love it.
Wow.
Great
That
answer.
is a great answer. Yeah, definitely a great answer. But let's switch to family for a moment. Let's switch that focus. How has your family influenced your life and career, especially in supporting you as you started your YouTube channel? Were they a driving force, a source of encouragement, or did they have to navigate that? You have to navigate it a little bit more independently.
My family has always been very supportive. That,
Nice.
Going back to my childhood, my parents, we watched Disney on TV as a family. We loved it. They took me to the movies at the actual movie theater because that's the only way to see them. They always made me feel I could do whatever I wanted. When I said I wanted to go off and get a degree in animation, I know they were skeptical, but they said, go for it. And my husband has always been my biggest supporter, and my kids too.
Love it. That's awesome.
That's awesome. It is awesome. That's great. Angela, you had a lot come in. Anybody else come in the last few minutes?
I just slipped in on us during that questioning, so hopefully they all joined us before in time to get the questions.
I wasn't sure about that. Then let's move right along to Tina.
Awesome. So I have a couple of questions that I'd love my hand at asking. The first one is, can you share what it was like working as a storyboard artist at Disney Studios during your time in feature animation? And what was your role in shaping films like The Hunchback of Notre Dame or Notre Dame, Hercules, Tarzan, and The Emperor's New Groove, which I love?
Speaking of Emperor's New Groove, let me just take a second real quick and show this off. So here's a little maquette that we get when we're working on a movie. Animators get these once the character design is finalized. Animators get these so that they can turn the character around when they're drawing scenes. And sometimes story artists get them. But to answer your question, this is what a storyboard looks like. It's just a really loose, simple sketch. And it was remarkable to be there and to be able to do those things. Story was what I wanted to get into when I applied to Disney. I started as a trainee. I started on Hunchback. I worked under a supervisor for 6 months. I learned so much, and the way the story team influences the movie, it's all over the place. It can be substantial. Sometimes we have a script to work off of, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we just have an idea. So sometimes story artists get to do a lot of writing and creating from scratch. Sometimes you can just get with the director and a couple other story artists and board out a whole song. You can come up with characters that nobody thought about, like Bucky the Squirrel in Emperor's New Groove was just
Bucky
sort
the
of
Squirrel.
Jeff, the story artist Jeff Ranjo, he just kind of threw Bucky in there, and that took on a life of its own. Things like that happen. We have a story artist, Mark Walton. When we made Bolt, we do these voice recordings. We call them scratch recordings. Sometimes artists come in and just do the voices for temporary purposes. Mark got in there and did the hamster. And he was so good, they just kept him. And he's actually in the movie Bolt, So you never know where you're going to go as a story artist, whether. And the flip side of that is that most of the work you do over the years will get thrown out or archived and not used because you're working 8 hours a day, drawing 8 hours a day for a couple of years on a movie. They're not going to use all of that. They're going to use a small percentage or go a different direction. So
I love that. Tina, could I just interrupt for one? If I could, pardon me for 1 second. I apologize for interrupting you, but guys, I got to say this. You're listening. You're in the sound of my voice right now, whether you're watching the replay later on or you're watching live with us right now. Think about what Tina and Kelly just had in a conversation here. They talked about participation, involvement. You saw a storyboard. We're talking, I got goosebumps. Hunchback of Notre Dame. We're talking Hercules, Tarzan. I mean, The Emperor's New Groove. This is, we don't think Disney without some of this in our lives. That's pretty amazing. That's a pretty special thing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Sorry, Tina.
Yeah.
I got excited. It's amazing.
No,
Props
I
to
have
you,
tears
Kelly.
in my eyes, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm fangirling or if my allergies are just acting up, but I just had this thought of like, imagine you're sketching a story, a piece of the story, and it's not what you want, and you just toss it away. To you, that's just not what you wanted. But to
Yeah.
someone like one of us, that was, you would have people that would pay thousands or millions for something like that, because of who you are and because of what it represents. And that just kind of blows me away. That thought just kind of hit me, and I was just really overwhelmed by that. And then Pete said that, and now I'm just a whole mess. So
Well,
I'm
we're
going to
getting
move
ready to
on.
go crazy. You're getting ready to say some other names, so go ahead.
Clearly, I am, and I'm a little overwhelmed right now. Please bear with me, in a good way. I have more questions. You've had the opportunity to interact with influential, Lord have mercy, figures like Roy Disney Jr., Jeffrey Katzenberg, Michael Eisner, and even Elton John, which I wondered in my head if you had any encounters with him working on Tarzan. What was it like working with them, and how did those experiences shape your perspective on the animation and entertainment industry?
Well, it was amazing, first of all. Every celebrity I ever met or saw from a distance, it was amazing. Now, when I began at Disney, we were in warehouses on Flower Street, and the old animation building where Snow White was made and all that was full of executives. But somewhere around Little Mermaid, they decided we were worthy of an animation studio again. They built that big building in Burbank with the hat. Yeah. So once we got in there, that's when I began to see, like, celebrities wanted a tour, and we would see like Oprah Winfrey walk by and Olivia Newton-John, and
wow,
that was incredible. And I really just kind of ate that up. But things changed for me. My perspective changed on what I was doing when I met Roy Disney Jr. We had a meeting. You know, I knew he was around, but we had a meeting that he came to, and when he spoke, it was like listening to Walt. He sounds just like him. And I just thought, oh my gosh, you know, this is Disney. This is Snow White. This is the 9 Old Men. You know, this is so much, and I'm part of it, and I'm privileged to be here and just be a sliver in time. You know,
very cool.
It's humbling and really special.
Wow.
Love it. Love the
That's
reaction in the
amazing.
chat too. Wow.
Yeah.
31 more likes to 100. Make sure you're following. We're dropping in Park Hop Magic's YouTube channel. She's working hard to get it. Mandy Mary just dropped it again there. We're trying to get her up in the 220 range. Doug's going to keep me in the loop on how we're going. If you haven't out yet, giving her a follow, you want to be in the link. Lucky the Leprechaun Shelby just jumped in and said, wow. Also, we're getting a lot of wows and a lot of things that are impressed. We got 31 likes to get to 100. Tonight's a night that we should easily have 100 likes. Where are we heading to now, Miss Tina?
We're gonna pop over to, well, we're gonna talk more Disney in just a bit, but first, Miss Angela has a drink of the week for us, I do believe.
Oh, awesome.
I do. So our drink of the week was chosen by our lovely guest, Kelly, and she chose the frozen toffee flight coffee drink from Joffrey's, located at the Hub by the Skyliner station over near Caribbean Beach. And if Kelly would talk to us a little bit about this drink, we would appreciate it.
Okay, well, this drink was amazing. This is a Joffrey's latte, and it's mixed with sea salt caramel, dark chocolate. It has toffee pieces and whipped cream on top, and it's incredible.
Wow.
Okay, you had me at sea salt caramel.
Yep.
And if you get it
Totally
with a
need to try this now. Totally need to try this now.
It looks really good. I have a
Have
question.
any of you ladies? Oh, yes, Pete.
What's a latte?
Oh, it's espresso. It's like espresso mixed with milk, and it's either iced or hot.
Okay. I don't drink coffee, so I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Angela.
I love lattes. Lattes are my jam. So I like lattes. Have any of you ladies tried that at all? Or would you? Start with Tina.
I have, confession, I have never had a Joffrey's anything. But if this came in decaf, I would definitely try it. 100% hands down. It looks amazing. And I'm with Angela. You had me at sea salt caramel. Yes, please.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Stuff.
Yeah, I would definitely like it because I like everything that's in it. So why not put it all together? So it sounds great.
And Miss Monorail Mollie.
You know, when my family goes down to Disney, it's usually in the summer. And like the last thing I want to do is have like a warm coffee drink or any coffee drink because I'm drinking water or Gatorade or something just to keep up, the electrolytes and the fluids. But I think I need to start making an exception to that because there's way too many of these Joffrey drinks that sound delicious that I need to start trying. So yeah, I would definitely try it.
I mean, and it is this one is frozen, so that would definitely.
Yeah, I think I need to,
favor.
every now and then add a frozen drink in there.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
All right.
Sounds great.
And before Pete takes over for the next little bit, we would like to welcome in Nathan.
Nice.
Aliens Wear Green Hats. Timothy Prara. And Lucky the Leprechaun Shelby.
Pino Pete says put some vanilla vodka in that. He's in. There you go.
That would be nice.
If you want it to alcohol version, go with the. I'm renaming that to Pinot Pete. It's that latte drink with the vanilla vodka. So I'm going to go down there and ask them for a Pinot Pete, and they're going to look at me like I have 3 heads. But it'll mean something to me. So love it. Okay, we had some fun with the ladies at the beginning of our show, and I asked them some just fun questions, just so you can take a break for a second, have a couple laughs. And I'm going to do that now, and I'm going to turn it over to Miss Minter to ask our guests the same exact questions to see where we go. And Anne Marie's in. She says, rename it. Yes. So.
To know. So Kelly, what color would you like if you had to eat a crayon straight from the box?
Well, I actually gave this some thought, and I would go with pink carnation because that looks a lot like cotton candy.
Great answer. Okay. That's 2 good answers. That was a ridiculous question. We got 2 good answers tonight. I like it. Okay. Steph, your turn.
Okay. Kelly, what do you think the worst thing that a person can put on their bio for a dating app?
Well, I probably would not focus on how many failed relationships you've had, or if you've had a lot of divorces, maybe don't put that in the information right away. So I would say stay away from that.
Yeah, definitely. You're not going to attract too many people.
That's a great answer. As I was writing that question, I thought that my answer to the worst thing to be seen on there would be the word experienced. I think not go very well. All right, here comes. This is when this time of the section goes to the dogs. As we think about our pets. I'm a huge pet guy, and I love our dogs. Jen, let's ask your question.
Kelly, do you have any dogs?
I have 2 cats, no dogs.
Oh, okay. Well,
make it a cat question.
This is going to be for your cats then. What's one thing your cats could say that would completely ruin your image if they could talk?
Well, they would probably tell everybody how much time I spend in my pajamas because I work from home and I work on my videos at home. I'm always home, so I'm always in my pajamas.
That's a great answer.
That sounds good to me. Yeah, that sounds like a positive. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. I'd like to point out that I was about to say what Angela's cats would say, and Tina said, "Don't you dare." So I'm not allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to answer that.
All I have to do is go, same girl. I'm in my jammies.
There you go. It's a jammy thing. Let's go down to Tina. It's your turn.
Oh boy. So, Kelly, if you were a dog, which breed would you want to be?
I think I would have to be something like a border collie because I'm someone, even though I spend a lot of time in my pajamas, I need to be active and I need to be moving. I'm not real good at sitting on the couch. So, yeah.
Okay. Cool. I love it. These are great answers and a lot of fun. We'll get back to saying hello to chat in just a minute. We are going to head off now down the thing. Doug, throw me the updated number into the chat if you wouldn't mind for me, buddy. And let's go over to Steph and get with some more questions in the second round.
All right. So, Kelly, let's talk about YouTube. What inspired and motivated you to start your own Park Hop Magic YouTube channel? And was there a specific moment or influence that pushed you to take that first step into content creation?
Yes, and that's a great question. And I started a cruising channel. I'm coming up on 2 years now. And I started that channel because my it's a long story, but my husband was chronically ill for a little while. And at some point, he encouraged me to just get out and do a little traveling by myself, and I chose cruising by myself. And it seemed like a lot of people thought that was weird and different and exciting, and they didn't know anything about it. So I started my cruise channel to try to show people this is what it's like when you cruise by yourself. Look how great it is. It's fine. So I did that for a long time, and it's been great, but I was like, I'd kind of like to do videos about something else. And as I said earlier, I was watching a lot of Disney live streams. I was going to Disney and taking all this video, all these pictures, and I thought, I wish I could share these with somebody and just talk about the parks with somebody. And then my friends and my husband, they all started working on me to start Park Hop Magic, and here we are.
Here we are.
That's awesome. I can't wait to hear more about the cruises. That's really cool. So what inspired you to focus on encouraging and demystifying the experience for solo adults traveling to Disney? What do you think are the biggest misconceptions, and how do you hope to empower others to embrace solo trips?
Well, that's a great question too. And one of the things that inspired me is that I joined a Facebook group, Disney for Seniors, because I am a senior. And almost daily, there's 2 or 3 questions. Hey, does anybody go to the park by themselves? Because I thought about it and I don't know. It seems overwhelming. And I thought we need to get this cleared up right now because Disney is for everybody. And you can't sit home and think, I can't go to the park by myself. I've always gone with the grandkids. Like, those were great memories. If you find yourself in a position where you're going to travel alone or not go, go by yourself, have a wonderful time, make new memories. It doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. And I just want people to understand more information, get more comfortable with the idea, get familiar with seeing the resorts, seeing the parks, and thinking, yeah, I can do that.
That's great. We one of the folks that is a moderator here tonight, she is dying to go on a cruise, and she would like to go by herself, but she doesn't know how that will be. So I think she will find a lot of good information there on your channel that could help her, encourage her as well. So thank you for sharing about that. Angela, do we have anybody that's new in the group right now?
We do. We have Ryan Rowe, Dean the Turkey Luckster, Sebastian the Crab, D. Hughes, and Tina Marie has decided to pop into chat as well.
Hey, Tina.
Thank you, Tina, for coming in. Before Tina takes over real quick, we are dropping the links in for She Sails Away. If you'd like to follow our friend over on her other channel, you can do that as well. We're up to 202 on a Park Hop Magic channel, trying to get her up to like 215. So if you're just coming in late, give her a follow over there and keep an eye out with her content. And I'm actually going to do some production live on the scene. Kelly, if you're interested, I love the fact that you're over there supporting who I partner with on our Disney for Seniors show, which I'm sure you know about here that we do. He just emailed me. Actually, it's funny you say that, about an hour ago, about next show we do coming up which will be in March. He wants it to be more all about the cruising and going by yourself. So if you're up for it and we can work it out and it works for you, I'd love to have you on as part of the panel that night to give us a little bit more credibility to the show. I think
that would be amazing. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. We'll work about that. All right, Miss Tina. Sorry, I seem to keep interrupting Tina, but it's because she's Canadian. Lila told me I could just right in front of Tina all the time. Lila Rose said I could. Go ahead.
I mean, Boston's not the farthest city away from Canada, but it's pretty far away. I don't know. Anyways, All right, I get some more questions. And now we're into cruising, and I've never been on a cruise, so I'm really excited for these answers. So we know that cruising has clearly become a passionate and important part of your life. But what is it about the cruise experience that resonates with you? And how has it influenced your perspective on travel and relaxation?
What I love about cruising is that there's something for everyone. So if you are a young family, if you're a senior citizen, you're active, you're not active, you can find the perfect vacation on a cruise ship because you can do as much or as little as you want. There's always entertainment. There's a lot of dining options. There's swimming. Being at sea and just lying in a lounge chair and watching the ocean go by, it's amazing. Seeing the sunset when you're at sea is amazing. And I went from cruising with my kids around the Caribbean to like seeing the British Isles and going to Rome. And it has just opened doors for me and helped me learn more about the world and see more of the world.
Wow. Yeah, you can tell cruising has, become such a meaningful part of your life. And, we talked about your second channel, She Sails Away, which I love. Can you tell us about the inspiration behind it and what you hope to share with your audience through this channel?
Well, I mentioned earlier, my husband was chronically ill for a while. And after COVID, he encouraged me to get out and travel. And I was kind of in a position of traveling alone because all of our kids are grown and they have jobs and things. And I thought, cruising is the safest way for me to travel alone because I'm going to get on a ship and I don't have to go anywhere else. I'm not going to be in an Uber. I'm not going to be walking around a city by myself at night trying to find dinner, things like that. So started cruising. I had such wonderful video. I wanted to share it with people. I wanted to talk about cruising alone, all those things. So we were sitting at home watching all these cruise live streams and the Disney live streams. And eventually my husband said, you could do that. Why don't you do that? And I thought, yeah, maybe. And here we are.
Yeah. Love it.
Wow. All right. I'm going to pass the next segment over to Jen.
I'm excited to talk about something we haven't mentioned about you yet, and that is how you are an accomplished children's author with 2 books published by HarperCollins and 2 young adult novels with Candlewick Press. And those 2 picture books, the children's books, are Z is for Moose.
Yeah,
do you have that there? Look at that. Z is for Moose.
So pretty. I love the illustration.
Love it. And then the other one is Circle Square Moose.
I don't have that one with me, but it's a sequel to this.
Very cool. And Tina has been dropping the link to the Amazon store where you can find these books.
Thank you, Tina.
So definitely check that out. And then you have 2 novels for young adults, and those were Shark Girl, and the sequel is Formerly Shark Girl.
Yes, and these are actually for young adults. So high school students, middle school students, this would be appropriate for.
Love it.
So cool. Very nice. Could you share with our audience what inspired you to write these stories and how your journey as an author has evolved?
Sure. Thank you. And let me just quickly point out, I did not illustrate this book. This was illustrated by Paul Zielinski. So let me just make sure everybody knows that. I always wanted to write books. And at some point after I'd been at Disney a long time, I got involved in a master's degree program learning how to write children's books.
Okay.
And during the master's degree program, I was just really filled with picture book ideas. And my son was 3 at the time, and he was learning his ABCs. And I got him some library books on ABCs, and he said, I want a funny one. Can you find me a funny one? And I couldn't. So I wrote him Z is for Moose. I drew the pictures. I made a little book. And then everybody in the master's program said, you need to put this in front of an editor. So I took the drawings away and just made it into a manuscript and sent it out. And here we are.
That's cool.
And then
that is really cool.
I never thought I would write picture books, but that happened. And then this was my master's degree thesis. I worked on this the whole 2 years. And I thought it was going to be a one and done. And then years went by with people asking for a sequel. And eventually I asked my editor, should we write a sequel? And she's like, well, try it and see. So we got a sequel out.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Wow. You've
That's
got so
awesome.
many talents. Oh my gosh.
I just followed you on Amazon because I'm a elementary teacher. So,
Oh, wow. Thank you.
yes, I have to get your work.
Nice. Let's talk for a second about your collection of Disney animation cells from the traditional ink and paint era. It's truly unique to have a collection like that.
Yes.
Could you share what drew you to start this collection and what significance these pieces hold for you?
All right. Well, I didn't get them out of storage, I have to say. But what started it is, first of all, I always loved the ink and paint actual real cells. I mean, they're memorabilia that was used in the movie. So pretty amazing.
Right.
And what started, and I could never afford it when I was a college student, but what started it is when we were at Cal Arts one year, we had a charity auction. And we asked everybody we could find to donate something. And most of our teachers were employees, artists at Disney. My animation teacher went on to direct Frozen. My story teacher went on to be a big guy at Pixar. So we had these wonderful people with access to stuff. And let me not name names. Somebody attached to The Great Mouse Detective donated a cell from The Great Mouse Detective. Okay. It was a real cell. And we put it up for auction and nobody bid on it. And nobody seemed to understand what that was. And I got it for a steal. I just bought it myself. And I thought, I need more of these. So back in the day, in the 90s, they had art galleries in California around the studio where you could just go in and shop for cells. And I got one of Tramp from Lady and the Tramp. And
oh, cool.
Yeah, that's my collection.
That's very cool. I mean, that's like you said, that you can't that is priceless heirloom, priceless memorabilia, priceless collect, whatever you want to call it. The key is priceless because it was actually used as part of the movie and it is history that you just can't recreate. It's a time, I think all of us, if given the opportunity, would love to go sit and be an invisible fly on the wall and watch one animated scene of Snow White just be done. So it's incredible. I love hearing that. Thank you for sharing that with us. We're only 15 or 20 likes away from getting this show up over 100 likes. I can't believe y'all haven't got us up over 100 yet. I'm calling you out. If we don't get over 100 likes, I'm sending everybody to Darla's house to hang out in their barn. So y'all need to get us to 100 likes or we're all going over there. We're at 203 on the subscriber count for our guest tonight. If there's 10 or 12 more of you that haven't hit the follow on this amazing lady with incredible talent, as Jen acknowledged, you're missing out. Make sure you're doing that. With that, I'm going to go back over to Miss Angela, talk about some channels of focus for tonight.
Yeah, and don't be mistaken, Darla will put you to work.
Oh, yes.
While you're in the barn.
Yes.
There will be no slacking off. So we like to ask enhancers and creators of the community to share with us content that they love. So tonight, Kelly has provided with us 3 amazing channels that she likes and enjoys. She has suggested Daily Fast Pass, The Adventure Lease.
Oh, The Adventure Lease. Let me go back down to them. Sorry, my fault.
And Paul's Theme Park Adventures. So let's start off with Paul's Theme Park Adventures. Could you tell us a little bit about what draws you to their channel and what we might find over there?
Well, the number one thing that draws me to Paul's channel is Paul, because he is so wonderful. He's laid back, he's relaxed, he's a Disney fan, and he is dedicated to showing you mostly merchandise in the parks.
Yeah.
So if there's a new drop, he'll tell you all about it. He goes to the parks a couple times a week, shows you. He goes to Downtown Disney, California Adventure, the Disney Outlet Mall. things like that. And he has begun mixing in other things as well, like Knott's Berry Farm occasionally, or, the horror nights at Universal. He's just a great guy. He has a very welcoming presence and does a great job.
He does do a great job.
And
All right, and the Adventurelys.
well, I mean, there's what's not to love about the Adventurelys, because they're mother and daughter, and they are wonderful, caring, beautiful people. And they do such a great job sharing the parks and all things about the parks with us. They bring a lot of happiness to their films, and they have done a lot of live streams in the past. They're very welcoming. They're very laid back. They're very thorough too. They'll show you merchandise, they'll show you food, they'll walk you around the park, the resorts, everything. And they're just wonderful.
Mm-hmm. And Daily Fast Pass.
Daily Fast Pass is live in the parks Monday through Friday, every day, live streaming. And it's run by Tyler. Tyler's wonderful. His wife, Jackie, is wonderful. Tyler is a streamer that I am drawn to because he's also very relaxed. He's just himself, and he's there to show you the parks. He doesn't do crazy things or, different things like that. You're in the park every day, Monday through Friday. You're riding rides. You're seeing all the park things. He's great about balancing, talking to the chat. He's very inclusive, talking to the chat, and also just letting you listen to the parks. He's super friendly, and we just have a great time. We have a great community over there in the chat.
I second that. I second that about Paul. I second that about Tyler and what he does with his channel. And of course, Heather and Emmy do a great job. So great channels, great suggestions. Ms. Mitchell, do we have anybody else before we go over to Steph for a show recap? Do we have anybody else?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We had Coach Strife, Bob, aka Diz Dad, Phil Collins, Perky O'Connell, and Harlan Abram.
This is awesome. We've had a great stream tonight, and 87 likes on the board. We are 13 away. Marty, your husband, thank you, Marty, for blessing our channel. He wants to say something nice again for you. He says, Kelly is so modest that most of her friends are hearing these things for the first time. Thank you for sharing her with the world. We're so proud to share her with the world, Marty, and we bless you for allowing us to have that time with her tonight. So thank you, my friend. Hopefully I'll meet Marty sometime, maybe when we're down in the parks. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So 13 likes, guys. Get us over 100 likes on this puppy right now. That would be a refreshing moment here before we do a recap. And then also we are over right now for Heather. She is at 205 subscribers, 205 on the count. Miss Stephanie, could you give us a quick recap here?
I'd love to. So tonight we had an amazing show. Here are some of our highlights. It was wonderful getting to know our guest tonight, Kelly from Park Hop Magic. And as a new creator in our community, she brings a wealth of energy and experience to all things Disney in our community. During our conversations, we delved into Kelly's 2 different YouTube channels. One is Park Hop Magic, and the other one is She Sails Away. So if you haven't already, go hit subscribe over there and check out her content. Through these platforms, she shares her passions for Disney and cruising, aiming to inspire and demystify these experiences for solo adult travelers. Our guest tonight showed how her family's passion has profoundly influenced her life, driving her confidence and leading her career interactions with Disney legends like Roy E. Disney Jr. and Michael Eisner, to name a few. It was a pleasure to learn about Kelly's remarkable journey tonight, from her tenure as an employee at Disney Studios to her accomplishments as an author and her passion for collecting cherished Disney animation cells. Kelly's experiences offer a unique and inspiring perspective on the magic of Disney. And I encourage everyone now to leave a comment about the show. Tell us how much you enjoyed Kelly tonight and how you can't wait to go take a cruise by yourself. Sounds inspiring. I really think I could enjoy that.
Real quick also, too, I apologize. I called Kelly Heather by accident because Heather was texting me saying, thank you so much for sharing her out. So I had 3 things, and I got Walt, who apparently is my partner channel, doesn't realize I have a live show every Sunday, texting me pictures from the park all day today. So between those two, driving me nuts. So I apologize for that. And some nice, Heather was very touched. So thank you for that. Jen, what an incredible guest we had tonight. We've got something lined up for next week too.
Yes. Very excited for our guests for next week. We're excited to welcome another emerging creator in our community who shares a deep passion for Disney and cruising, much like our guest tonight. On her YouTube channel, she loves sharing her experiences of the incredible things to do in the Orlando area, from world-class theme parks and thrilling attractions to travel tips and must-see events. Her channel, as of our broadcast, has 860 subscribers, sharing 322 videos that have delivered 121,000 plus video views. Her goal is to be your ultimate guide to fun, adventure, and travel. Joining us next week, we get to know April of A Bouncing Journey. So excited for that.
That'll be a lot of fun. She's been on Two Truths and a Lie. Did a great job. Mike Hoffman hitting us up. This is to see Marty in a pair of Mickey Mouse ears. Okay, well, Marty, you got to be in ears, apparently. Just letting you know, it's got to happen. Mike Hoffman has called it out. Thank you, Mike, for blessing the channel tonight and being here. Make sure you're subscribed, Mike, if you're not already. We would love to have it. April says she is so excited about next week. We always finish things out with a final thought of the night. I usually have the ladies go first, then our guests, and I finish it out as we go through. So let's start it out first over here and go with our ladies, and I will go right to left just because Canada is in the high north. Tina!
I give up. I give up. Where's the maple bacon? I don't know.
There you go.
Listen, final thought of the night. It's it is always an honor and a pleasure to be able to sit here. I say it every week and interview our guests that we have. We've had such a range. Tonight is just no different than any other night, except we get to sit down, which I would call a Disney legend. I'm not going to lie. You've done so much, Kelly. You literally brought tears to my eyes. And I just love what you do. And I thank you that you took some time tonight to come and sit with us and share with us your stories, your works that you've done, your books that we can purchase and read. I love reading. And I'm super excited that you are here with us. And guys, make sure that you go click on all those links and go support both of her YouTube channels. I just want to highly encourage that. Go buy her books, read her books to your kids, read them to your dog, whatever you'd like to do, or your cat. And I'll finish up with the same thing I say every week is, be kind to everyone because you just don't know who's going through a battle that you know nothing about.
Love it. Love it. Miss Stephanie?
Thank you so much, Kelly, for being here tonight. Every time I look at you, I keep saying, I got to comment on her shirt. I'm a huge Stitch fan, so I've been noticing that all night, and really makes your eyes pop because you've got the blue eyes to go right with that shirt. So it's just looks so awesome on you. But I've enjoyed so much getting to know you better and find out about all your experiences that have to do with Disney and cruising. So that's exciting stuff. So thank you for being here with us.
Thank
Love
you.
it. Angela?
Thanks so much for joining us tonight, Kelly. I also have to follow stuff with the your shirt looks amazing because I am also a huge Stitch fan. So I was noticing your shirt. And I'm definitely gonna have to pop over and check out your cruise stuff because I'm actually getting ready to do my first cruise and hopefully helping see how to navigate stuff. So I will definitely have to pop over and check that out. It's been great listening to your amazing career and just all the amazing stuff that you've done. And then everybody just go out, make sure to like, share, and comment on all our friends and help support them.
Absolutely. Make sure you pack bait, Angela. You're allowed to fish off the back of the boat. I'm pretty sure of it.
Don't tell her lies.
I think you can do that. I'm going to try that when I go on my
Disney's
first
going to
cruise.
tell me no. I'm pretty sure Disney's going to tell me no.
One of the things I love about the Triple C show is that we bring the YouTube community on here to interview them, and then you peel back that layer of YouTube creator, and all this other stuff just comes squirting out. It just explodes. And, that is exactly what happened tonight. I mean, we think we are going to talk about, oh, you have a cruise channel, and oh, you have a Disney channel. But that's just one layer of it. And I just loved sitting here listening to your stories of being an author and Michael Eisner and working for the Disney studios. I mean, my mind is blown. And I think it was it your husband that put in there that your friends are hearing these things for the first time because you're so modest? I feel like you have so many more stories to tell. I would love to just sit down and hear about just a day in the life in the studio, or like just sitting there and like, oh yeah, there's Roy, or oh yeah, there's Michael. Like, I'm in love with you. Sorry,
you.
Marty.
Thank you so
Sorry,
much.
Marty. But yes, you've been. I'm just saying, I there's so much more. I hope this is only the beginning, and now you will come out and share everything with the world. So thank you for being with us.
That's a great comment. Here, a lot of times I go, here, that's Preston. That doesn't qualify the same thing. No.
What?
Sometimes I go, look, there's Preston when I'm here. That doesn't, it's not the same level as, oh, there's Roy. Doesn't qualify as the same thing. No. Okay. I thought it might. Kelly, your final thought of the night.
Preston is really
cute. I just really, really appreciate being here. Thank you for this opportunity and for letting me tell my stories. Thank you so much for all you do for the community and bringing us all together. And I guess my final thought is I just want to encourage creators as well. If you're out there, even if you're a senior like myself, if you want to start a channel, just do it. Just do it. You can do it.
Love it. I want to remind everybody for my final thoughts first that we did have several channels that were highlighted tonight, and we want to acknowledge them again tonight. I want to remind everybody to check out our friend over there at Daily Fast Pass. He's doing a great job down there. I've had a chance to sit and chat with him a couple of times. The Adventurelees, we support them, love them. They've been on our channel several times. And of course, Paul's Theme Park. I've been following Paul for quite some time. We highlight his channel every week in the race to 100K, and hope to get him on the channel as a guest at some point, sometime. We do want to say thank you to our guests tonight. It's been absolutely amazing. All of the ladies highlighted. I'm not even going to go into it again. Just re-listen to what they said. I just backed that up with a ditto. Absolutely amazing. Our guest was incredible tonight. As you sit back and learn, there's a lot more to just opening and hitting that record button behind people's lives, and you never know until you open that door. Next week we have a Bouncing Journey coming in. It's going to be a great time on there. We've been highlighting throughout the night the channel for Kelly, Park Hop Magic. She's up to 208. Paul says, great job tonight, and everybody. She started when I pulled this out, which was 3 days ago, I think 2 days ago, at 187. She's now up to 208. That's great, getting her further along on her journey to get to that 1,000 mark. And of course, she has her sailing channel, cruising to be exact, where you're not allowed to fish off the back of the boat, no matter what I say. You can check her out over there. She's got over 4,000 followers over there. 4,000 plus people can't be wrong when you're looking at a channel. So give her a check out over there. Please don't forget also, Kelly can be found on Instagram with Park Hop Magic. She's got her going over there, and she's also has her Instagram for She Sails Away. And also, you can find all of them over there. Kelly, I thank you for taking the chance when you received that unique, weird email from some guy you've never heard of, or girl, you don't know what's on the other side of the email, saying, hey, I'd like to talk to you about your social media. It's real easy to say, nope. And I appreciate you for taking a chance to give us an opportunity over here for our community to get to know you. And now you're officially part of the fam, and we hope to see you in here many times over. And if there's any way that we can help you along the way, we will try to do that. I have officially put Park Hop Magic over into our under 1,000 focus, which means that we will continue to support and push your channel until you get up to that 1,000 mark. Once you get over 500 every Friday night on our show, people will hear your channel name and hear your logo and see it. And hopefully that'll help you to move along as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you to our moderators tonight for dropping links. Appreciate you all working together. Thank you to all of my friends above for doing something a little bit extra to help with the stream tonight as we do. I will be back tonight at 11 o'clock, around 11 o'clock after baseball, doing our late night stream. Of course, all of our friends will be out and about and doing their thing. I'm pretty sure Angela will be over with Chris and doing his thing for his Sunday night show. I believe Bloom and Cheese, will he be over with Dave? Will Dave be live later tonight? Is Dave alive on Sundays? I mean, of course he's alive, but is he live?
Alive.
Usually.
So Dave will be live. You can see Bloom and Cheese. So just follow, support the people in the community, and more to come. We'll have Kelly back on other times on other things. I'm going to get her on 2 Truths and a Lie, because there's got to be some truths that we can tell about somebody at Disney that we can't get in trouble for. So on there. Thank you, everybody, tonight. I'm so proud of this show and what it does. Kelly, I ask you to hang tight with the ladies. We'll talk for a minute backstage. We better be over 100 likes, or I am going to call Anne-Marie every hour on the hour till midnight till we get over 100 likes. I'm just letting everybody know. Pina, be aware, Pino Pete. The phone calls are going to start happening. All right. With that, we are out the door before Tina gives me a dirty look again. I wasn't even ready for this. Ready? 3. Stephanie, can we talk to Paul?
No, God!
You got a smile that makes the sun